Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back everybody. Let's take a look again on euro currency. So today in the weekly report we have taken a look at some important news and events that has happened on this week, but which was not really widely announced in the mass media. In particular speaking, it's very interesting, the Mario Draghi speech in the Financial Times conference, where he just discovered some perspective of the European Union. So actually he sees really dark future for economy of the European Union, and actually explains why it should happen, and very soon, actually in the beginning of 2024. Second topic of the report, we actually have taken a look at recent Jerome Powell speech and have shown on an examples why in fact there is no growth in the United States economy right now, despite what you see in the gross domestic product. In fact, it just can't be any growth based on the corresponding relative indicators that we have in the retail sales sector, in a production deflation, in a PMIs, actual employment, and other stuff. And with the taken all together, we think that investors strongly underestimate the chances that of the high interest rates in the United States. But this happens because investors right now are watching mostly on the policy of the Fed. So indeed, Fed maybe stand somewhere near the sale, and maybe they will not raise the rate anymore. But who said that the Fed rate policy is the only source of the possible high interest rates? We could just show you lots of different reasons why the rate really could keep growing higher, even despite of the level of the Fed rate. Inflation, oversupply of the United States debt, as was shown on our Telegram channel, recent auction on the 30 euro bonds has shown really weak demand. So the primary dealers have to buy approximately 25% of all issue. So this is 2 times greater than the last year. So a lot of different other reasons exist that stands beyond of the Fed policy. So particularly speaking, next week we get inflation numbers, and it might become the trigger for possible performance on the Forex market as well. In particular speaking, return back to the technical picture. Last week we discussed this pattern on dollar index. We've got on Friday and on the week bullish grabber, and this grabber suggests taking out of this top. It's moving above this area. Obviously, since this is weekly chart, so obviously it has to happen some trigger for this performance. It just can't happen just occasionally on a quiet market without any events. So definitely something should happen. But existing with this pattern tells us that that's fine if you do not want to actually sell euro currency, not want to take the short position, but at least do not buy it until we have the grabber here. It's just trying to avoid these risks, because to go against the weekly pattern, it might be very costly. So just our warning to overall situation that we have. And in particular speaking, the CPI numbers couldn't become this trigger. So everybody now expects the drop on inflation. So according to Reuters poll, it's also put in the Telegram today. So you can see that they expect the numbers will become weaker. Inflation will show the slowdown, but what will happen in reality is difficult to say. And if they will be higher, you understand what will happen. So that's one of the reasons. Besides, the geopolitical situation remains tough, and here is also could get some surprises. We do not know. But what we have here is definitely the pattern that suggests weakness of the, or better to say, strength of the United States dollar. Corresponding on the euro currency, we could get downside action. Despite that, overall performance here stands bullish. Formally, we do not have any reasons to go short by far, because here we have bullish trend, we have tight consolidation under the confluence, and we have untouched the XOP. So since this is weekly pattern, it easily could happen that we get a significant volatility around before downward action will accelerate. So this also might happen, we do not know. And it means that we need to keep eyes wide open and just keep watching what will happen. On the euro currency, we do not have this grabber. So if we'll take a look at the futures on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, on the Forex market, in particular speaking in my FX choice charts, I do not have the grabber on the weekly chart. But I think that the existence of the grabber on the dollar index is enough. So on the lower time frames, what do we have on the 4 time frame chart? The first thing that we could start our job on Monday is to keep watching what will happen in this triangle consolidation. As usual, and in particular happens if market indeed starts showing the weakness, usually it can't reach the opposite border of the triangle. So if market suddenly stops here, starts showing downward acceleration in the middle of this pattern, it will be signs of weakness and suggest that probably the print body really could start. It's downside breakout and acceleration here. So this first moment. Second moment on the hourly chart, actually market has shown the bounce that we have discussed, and the performance here stands relatively weak. So you can see that the pullbacks becoming smaller. This market longer testing the confidence supports. We already talked about this also. As more times markets testing the confidence, it's weaker it becomes. And here you can see that performance to the upside looks heavy. Market actually stuck in this resistance area between 106.80 and 107 area. So if you have taken the short position, you probably could keep them, just move stops to break even and see what will happen on Monday. So if you do not have the position, but you would like to go short, well, in this case, you just need to see what will happen on Monday and see what the performance will be. If occasional markets start showing the fast acceleration, of course, it's not a good point for position taking. So if it will keep just floating around, showing some mess, this confidence resistance showing no upward action, standing flat, in this case you could try probably, because risk is not really very significant. You need to place stop just above the top of the recent week, which is actually right there. That will be the same as you put the bet on the dollar index weekly pattern. So we have some doubts concerning the current situation. Of course, it would be better to just sit in the hands and see what the confirmation of your own trading plan, because all traders are trading different and needs confirmation of its own view on the market. But we just have explained why the situation stands not so single way. So it's probably might be other reasons for appreciation of the United States dollar in near term beyond of the Fed policy. And inflation report might be the primary, the hot points of the coming week. So that's our view on the euro currency. So let's keep watching and see what we will get.